Just sitting, waiting, and waiting and sitting. Not him, though that black truck's doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm doing that too. Just sitting, waiting. Oh, there's movement. But there's no light back there to let me know when they're done. Welcome everybody to another Road King Travels / Road King Trucking video. Still not home, still out here on the road. At the moment, I am in North Carolina. That's where I am. I'm in North Carolina. Sometimes it's really hard to keep up with where I'm going, where I've been, or even what day of the week it is. At the moment, I'm just sitting here, prepping to get unloaded, and then leave North Carolina and go back to North Dakota. Not Fargo this time, but Bismarck. Woo! I'm excited. Not really. That was my excited face. Woo! I just realized something. I realized that North Carolina is an awful lot like North Dakota, except for a few more trees. Well, I am parked. I made it to at least the place where I need to be for my first stop. I have 4 stops total. 3 in Minnesota and 1 in Bismarck, North Dakota. And from South Carolina all the way here to Minnesota, I was wondering to myself, well, I got a little bit of video footage shot, but what would the story be? What do I need to talk about in a video? Because I have 3 channels and I've been shooting videos of roadside attractions, and this is basically a travel channel. I have to come up with some thoughts of what to record. And I think I've got it. I think I've got it, guys. Look at that. See all these trucks parked on the shoulder of the road? Makes for the perfect opportunity, doesn't it, Cat? No, stay. Yes, parking on the shoulder of the road. This is how the modern day truck driver lives. Even behind me, numerous trucks. Now, here's the problem. A lot of the rest areas across the United States, well, they're closing up to truck drivers pretty much. It's usually now cars and RVs that are allowed within the rest areas. They're really cracking down on trucks parking in rest areas. Specifically, Tennessee. That state's really bad about it. And places like Georgia and other states like that, they just close up the rest areas altogether. Nobody's allowed in them. Truck stops are starting to charge for parking now. So you pull in, you get your fuel, and if you want to run in, take a shower, do anything, it's all preferred parking, paid $15 a night. And who can afford $15 a day every single day to park? I can't afford that. And so it comes down to everybody sleeping on the side of the roadways. With all these new government rules and regulations taking effect now, putting satellites and computers within the trucks that say, hey, you can only drive so many hours, otherwise you're in violation. And then they check your company to see your record, and if you broke the law and drove too long, they give you a pretty hefty fine. And it's a fine I'm really not willing to pay. Another thing is, because a lot of drivers across the country are doing this now police usually, once it starts getting dark, you'll get knocks on the side of your door. Hey, you can't park here. You can't park here. You have to find a place to park. Even though the shoulder of the road is way more than wide enough. But I'm guessing probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, starting way down at the end, working their way back to all of us. We're all going to get knocks on the door. Which kind of sucks because they tell you to leave, but you're out of hours. Because of these regulations, you can't drive. It's a federal law. You can't move, but the police make you move. And by that time, if you try and get to a truck stop to pay to park, all those spots are already taken up. They're taken up by 5 o'clock in the evening. So if you're driving any later than about 5 o'clock in the evening, you're not going to find parking anyway. So I'm thinking this video should be about, okay, government, states, local, federal, if you guys are going to put all these laws and regulate us so strict like this, and if truck stops and fireworks stands and Hardee's and McDonald's and all these places are going to charge us to park in the parking lot, even if we come in and purchase your goods, if you're going to, I mean, let's keep it to the states and government. If you're gonna regulate us this hard, you got to give us places to park. There are over 8 million licensed truck drivers across America, and you wanted us all to park, but there is no places to park. It's getting to the point where we are parking on the shoulder of the roads. I just feel that the government, they just sit, the people in office and stuff like that, they just sit behind desks and around tables. They don't get out here and travel down America's roadways and see what it's really like. They just sit behind desks and come up with these crazy laws. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. Anyway, I just wanted to gripe, rant, and rave just a little bit because one thing, I needed to get a video up on this channel. It's been a while, and eventually I would like it to grow. Now, it's not always going to be trucking videos. Obviously, I have to do them sometimes because that's what I do for a living. I do have an RV, so there's going to be a lot of RV goodness on this channel eventually. Probably in about 2 weeks. I'm taking a week off and gonna learn how to use the RV even a little bit more. And so I'm gonna hit a campground down at Disney in Florida and camp out for a couple days and shoot some video about that. So it's not always gonna be about truck stuff, but sometimes it's gotta be. It's gotta be about truck stuff because, like I said, it's my job. And there's a lot of things now affecting a career like this. If somebody nowadays wanted to get into truck driving, I'd say, I don't know. I'd have a hard time saying, yeah, it's a great career. It is a great career. But the problem is, we are becoming very overly regulated. I mean, we need regulations. Safety regulations are mandatory. You have to have them. But sometimes they go above and beyond what they actually should be. I mean, if I'm tired and I need to pull over and park, I know that I'm tired and I need to pull over to park. I don't need somebody telling me, hey, you need to take a 30-minute break after 4 hours and then you could drive the rest of the day, but if you drive over a certain amount of hours, you must stop or you're in violation. What if there's no safe place to stop? What if you're stuck parking on the side of the road like this because you ran out of hours? You can't make it 5 miles down the road to the gas station to park because you're out of hours. And if you drive that 5 miles, that 5 minutes, it's what, a $2,000 fine to drive 5 miles down the road for 5 minutes? I don't know. They need to lax up a little bit. They could keep the laws, but make it a little bit lax and create more places for us to park that are safe, because obviously parking right along the side of the road, it's not the safest. Anyway, guys, until the next one, I promise I will have some great content. I'm going to be at Disney, Universal Studios, camping out at Tropical Palms Resort once again, learning how to fill up the propane in the RV, and dumping my sewage for the first time, so that should be exciting. All right, everybody, until the next time, I bid you fair adieu. Peace, fair adieu. I don't know how to end these videos yet. Let's just say until the next time, guys. Peace out.